Hey guys. All right. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. So I just want to say welcome to everyone watching. I'm Sami Womack from A Sunny Side Up Life, and today is Motivational Monday. So I'm here to kind of give you guys an update, and this is kind of, I don't know, I feel like a really different Motivational Monday than I've ever done, because for those of you who saw my post on Instagram and Facebook last night already know the news that I'm about to share with you guys. But today, I don't even know if I can say it out loud. Like, I'm struggling to even say it out loud. But today, our house finally closed. We finally closed on the sale of our house, which a lot of you, if you've been following me, know that it was our very last debt item. So that technically makes us debt free. I think that's the first time I've said it out loud. So we are kind of in shock over here, to be completely honest. And I'm getting on several hours later than I normally do to give you guys this update. Basically because we've been trying to process this all day, and I don't really feel like it has completely sank in. And so I told my husband, I'm like, I don't know what to say. I just feel like I am in shock over here. And he's like, well, get on and tell everybody you're in shock. So that's what I'm doing. So thank you, Kelly. You're so sweet, so supportive. So today our house sold. We did the closing this morning, and we've kind of spent the rest of the day wandering around in kind of this fog of like, is this real life? The first thing we did was, sorry, I feel like my computer's freezing. I apologize if my video freezes. So the first thing that we did today was we went out to eat for a late breakfast with gift cards that we got for Christmas and literally spent no money eating out. And then we kind of just wandered around town for a little bit. We didn't really know what to do. It was really strange. You feel like you should celebrate, but you're kind of still in shock mode. So that's what we did, and it hasn't really sank in yet. But I feel like we've been kind of trying to process this and talk it through today. And like, why do we feel like our first instinct isn't really to celebrate? Why are we kind of like in shock mode? But I just feel like when you have worked towards a goal for so long, with literally every aspect of your life focusing towards this goal, you can't just stop and change directions, you know, just because you signed a few pieces of paper. So we're going to go about this slow. We're going to take our time. We're going to let it sink in. We're going to process. And, yeah, we're just going to kind of let it sink in, I guess. I don't really know. But there are some things that we're really excited about. And you guys know that I'm huge about my goals. So of course we already know what our next steps are. Once it kind of like feels real. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to upgrade in truck for my husband. We have two vehicles. They're both paid off. His is 10 years old. My vehicle's 11 years old, but his does have more miles on it because it was our only vehicle for a very long time. I can't even remember how many years, maybe 9 years, 8 years. It was our only vehicle, maybe longer than that. So he has nearly 220,000 miles on his truck. So our next goal is to upgrade him in truck and get something stronger, more reliable, less mileage, that whole thing. And of course, pay for it in cash. Then we want to focus on bumping up our retirement and getting really serious about that, saving for our kids' future. And eventually, hopefully by the end of the year, we want to buy a camper, a big camper. And one of our dreams is to travel a little bit more, not full-time traveling, but my husband is home for 3 weeks. So that gives us a lot of opportunities for travel, and we homeschool. So one of our goals is to get a newer, stronger truck that can pull a camper and then save until we can cash flow camper. So those are in our immediate goals. Hey, Rachel, thanks for joining. Thank you. I've read all of your guys' sweet comments, and I am going to respond to every single one of them. I've just kind of been like, today, I don't know. But I've seen every one of your comments, and I so appreciate all of your guys' support and encouragement. And it's kind of nice to like be the other way around. I feel like I'm always like encouraging you guys, and now you guys are encouraging me, and I just appreciate it so much. And I've read every single comment, and I just love you guys so much. But what I want you guys to take away from this, I don't want this video to be all about me, but what I have taken away from this is, and I want you guys to take away from this, is that this wasn't easy, and I don't want anyone to think that it was easy. And a lot of you are going through this, and you know that it's not easy. And I don't want you guys to think that we were perfect through this whole thing, that we stay motivated, because that's one of the questions I get the most. No, Rachel, I was just saying that I'm totally like still in shock. I don't even think like Cloud 9, I hope will come in a couple of days, but we're still kind of like in shock. It's so crazy. But I don't want you guys to think that we stayed motivated this whole time, that you guys always see, you know, me posting encouraging things and motivational things. And some of those are for me sometimes. Some of it, most of them are words of motivation that I've had to give myself at some point. And that's why I like to share them, because I know that you guys are on the same journey. There were a lot of days where we were strong and we were confident and we were motivated and we knew we were on the right track. But for every one of those days, there was a day where we crumbled, where we cried, where we thought we were going to give up, where we stumbled and we failed and we went over budget, or we wasted money on something, or we did something stupid and we thought, you know, that we were ruining our chances of this ever happening. There were a lot of those days. And so if you guys are going through those days, I don't want you to feel like, well, I must be on the wrong journey, or I'm not on the same path that she was on, because that's just not true. And it is hard a lot of days. But I just want you to keep pushing through them. And I don't want you guys to think, you know, that we got lucky or that we were special, that this happened to us and it can't happen to you, because that's just not true. And I want you guys to know the reason why I share so much of my personal life, that I share, you know, about our kids, and I share family photos and things like that, is to show you guys that we're just a regular family, you know. And we had to budget in diapers, and we had a surprise pregnancy in the middle of this journey. And yes, we sold 3 pieces of real estate, and that helped us get to our goals faster. That helped us get debt free faster, because a lot of our debt was real estate debt. But there was a lot that wasn't, and there was a lot that those pieces of real estate, the sale of them, didn't cover. So there was a lot that we did cash flow, and I'm planning to do a whole recap video of the whole entire story soon, when I'm a little like less in shock, and kind of give the whole breakdown. But I want you guys to know that there was a lot of eating at home. There was a lot of saying no to doing fun things. There was a lot of watching other people go on vacation. My little sister cash flowed a cruise this past summer, and I didn't. And she's 6 years younger than me. And like, you know, and she has her own goals and, you know, does her own thing, but it's hard to see people doing fun things and like stay your own course. And, you know, they have their goals, we have our goals. But it's hard to watch other people go out to dinner. And I want you guys to know that those struggles were real for us as well. And we sacrificed those things as well. We sold real estate that means more than the monetary value meant to us. And that it wasn't an easy decision. But none of this was easy. Kind of rambling, but I just want you guys to know that we did the work, and we've made sacrifices, and that we work together. We worked against each other some days. Yes, Christina, thank you. And on the hard days, we stuck to each other. We prayed. We kept our faith. And it pays off, and it'll pay off for you guys as well. No matter how many years it takes you, no matter what your debt size is, your debt might be less or more than ours. Your income might be more or less than ours. Your years might be more or less, but the thing that makes us all the same is we all have the end result. We all want a better life for our family, and that's what we're all working towards. We're all working towards that moment of freedom and that moment of finally being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and getting to that moment and seeing your whole future in front of you and feeling like anything is possible, because we got ourselves out of this ginormous hole and we can do anything, you know? And now it's a clean slate. Now it's a fresh start. And this is chapter 2, you guys. This is not the end. And I think that is something that I didn't expect to feel today. And I feel like this is not the end. And I thought for so long that this was our last goal. This was our end. This was our finish. And it's not. This is just the beginning. This is just turning the page and going, because we have more goals now. And we have made it this far, so we can make it even farther. And I want you guys to feel that. I want you guys to feel that encouragement and be able to chase your dreams and feel like anything is possible as well. And I want you guys to know that if we could do it, you guys can do it. And that all the hard work will pay off, and all the sacrifices will pay off, and all the people who thought that you were crazy will know that you were not crazy. And everything that you've ever gave up, it'll be worth it. It'll completely be worth it. So that was my ramble. I hope that made sense. I didn't know exactly what I was going to say on here. And I'm still kind of shaking from like the whole day, and I feel like it'll sink in soon. But I am planning more of a scripted, edited video with less rambling about the step-by-steps of like how things happen, the timeline, more of like the money figures for those of you who are interested in numbers, who get motivated by numbers, and all that kind of stuff. And you guys, this is the next step, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys, and for you guys to be able to celebrate it with me means so much. And I hope that this encourages you guys, and I want this to mean so much more than what it means to our family, and I want it to inspire your family, and that's always my ultimate goal. So I'm gonna go, and I appreciate you guys for everything, for your support, your love, your well wishes, and for joining me today. And I will talk to you guys next time. So have a good rest of your night, and thank you. Bye, guys.